Okay, filming?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to our Oracle and Horse forecast for the energetic weather, the energetic environment, I'm not sure, of the weekend. And Missy is agreeing to help us as long as she gets sufficient scratches. And so we're going to kind of see what combination of Missy and the Oracle cards have to give us about how we can make the most of our weekend. And we can do that by looking at things closely. All right, so we're going to draw 3 cards. We're going to have an anchor card, which kind of sets the tone for the other 2 cards, gives them a foundation from which to build up. And the second card will be something that we will either release or possibly we can gain, add on to, to be able to make the most of what the third card will offer us. Hey, Miss. Do you want to come over here and draw a card? She could do that. Yeah, it's very cool. Missy, she just wants to be involved and be part of. And so she is definitely getting to do that. Of course, nobody told her where she should be standing. And we have 2 cards that jumped out here. The first one is support. And this deck is, I forgot to say, it's the Angels and Biz. And the first card here says, your angels are here now for you and forever. So I think that's a great reminder of how supported that we are. And the second card is plan it out. It's time to get more serious. I actually think I would substitute it's time to get more focused, because good grief, there's a whole lot of enough to be serious about right here. And I think remembering, and maybe that's a little bit of what Missy can show us, is remember to keep things light. There's always a lighter side, you agree, that we can focus on. And look, she's got her light side right here. Light and dark, you're kind of both. You're a balance of both. So I'm going to see if maybe she might help us draw the third card while she's over here. Ready, Miss? You want to check out the first 2? Let me get a good fan here. Okay. All right, you know what? I'll go with this one. Overthinking. Get out of your head into your heart. I think you demonstrated that very well. Boy, and that's definitely a great lesson, because for a lot of us that are very, very sensitive, very empathic, not only is maybe our minds, our brains, not our first operating system, but we have oftentimes internalized the message from others, including society, that we are too much. You know, we feel too much. We get excited. We're just too big in some ways. And I think, you know, really being able to expand into our own energy helps us be able to express our own brightness and brilliance. And that's one of Missy's great teachings, I think, because she has a lot of strong opinions. She's an incredibly sensitive horse, and I think for a lot of years she was told, in essence, that she was wrong and she needed to be different and she needed to comply. And now that things are lining up and she's really being supported to be able to express herself, because it's not her habit right now all the time. I mean, I think it's becoming more and more, but especially when you make requests of her when she's wearing a halter, when she's saddled, she still kind of goes into, I'd say panic mode, but that could be a little too strong. But I think that happens for us too. When we're feeling a lot of pressure and we have, we've been told that our way isn't the best way, then we scramble around trying to figure out what to do. And for Missy, a lot of the time, that would look like running away at the trot. Legs everywhere, energy everywhere, you know, not really being able to think, not being able to share her brilliance. So I think the great reminder, as we're having quite the heat wave here, it's a great time to pause, to reflect, to not panic, because Mercury retrograde is here and having some things go crazy, silly, and wonky. Oh, thank you, Missy. So she says, get back to the cards. You're taking too long on this video. So remember, in the present, we are supported, right? And we have support of our horses here too. And to plan it out, to get a little more focused, maybe get in touch again with our intentions or our visions, because quite possibly, you know, this has been one heck of a year, they might have changed a little bit, or we've added or enhanced something and we haven't really taken the time to integrate that. So keep an eye on where we're going, and remember to feel it out too, like the overthinking, instead of getting too lost in our brain or shoulding on ourselves, you should do this or you should not do that. To remember to really let your heart and what's aligned with your passions and your purpose guide you forward. So thank you for being with us for this energetic reading, and we will see you next week.